Hello everyone. As we, all of us, students and teachers, embark on this journey of online learning, online teaching, I think there are certain guidelines, some do's and don'ts which need to be specified so that this process is a pleasant one, a meaningful experience for all of us. And that is why I have prepared a presentation on netiquette for students, that is just the etiquette which you follow online or on the internet, and it comprises certain do's and don'ts, certain guidelines and recommendations which should be taken into account when you are joining online sessions as a learner or as a student or as an attendee. So this is Dr. Mariam Narona. I hope you find these guidelines useful and that you adhere to them when you attend online classes. Firstly, I'd like to just acknowledge and appreciate our students for adapting to this new normal, because obviously it is a challenge for you also. You're used to a different way of learning, and now suddenly you have to do everything online with the help of technology, and it could be strenuous for you to attend sessions continuously, and you may be having your own set of challenges relating to focus, concentration, internet connectivity. So just wanted to take a moment to appreciate all of you for whatever steps you are taking towards adapting to this new normal. Alright, so to begin with, I think when you attend online classes, you need to be conscious of the fact that each one of you represents the image of the college in all that you do and say, because you're attending this any session, any online teaching session which is conducted by your teachers in the capacity of a student of the college. So please remember this. Follow the 3 R's. Be reliable, responsive, and respectful at all times when you are attending online sessions. And even if you have to submit any assignments, you have to give any written work, if you have to take any online tests or evaluation, please see that you adhere to the 3 R's. Be alert, participative, enthusiastic, and respectful at all times during your interaction. Address your teachers and your classmates with respect. Please do not indulge in any sort of name calling, abuse, or cyberbullying. This is very important. I will be speaking in detail about cyberbullying, especially a little later in this video, but these were some preliminary instructions. It is very important for students to be aware of the rights that teachers have in online teaching. So teachers reserve the right to do certain things before the session, during the session, and even after the session. Before the session, they have the right, before the session begins, before they actively begin teaching, they may disallow you from attending the class if you use any nicknames or device names, because then you cannot hide behind the anonymity of a nickname or a device name. If you are truly here to attend as a student, please use your own name and your full name, so it will help in being identified. The teachers have the right to outline their do's and don'ts, whatever they may have certain rules and regulations for their session, so they have the right to do that. And by attending the session, you are bound by the these rules and regulations which the teacher outlines and whatever the college sets out. So even if you are attending an online session, you are bound by all the disciplinary rules which apply to you had you been attending a session offline. It doesn't mean that if it is online and a teacher cannot see you, that you are not bound by those rules and regulations. So please remember this. So teachers reserve the rights to enforce those also. During the session, the teachers reserve the right to record the session. They have the right to mute people, participants, during the time that they are teaching. They may enable or disable the chat box as they deem fit. They may suspend the session if there is any sort of misbehavior or indiscipline. They may remove or block any disturbing elements, and they have the right to report any student for misbehavior, for cyberbullying, for disrupting the session. Any such action a student can be and will be reported for by a teacher. So please be aware of these things before you start attending the sessions. Now, time is of essence in an online teaching session. You are required to first and foremost know your timetable, follow it, and connect at least 10 minutes before the scheduled time for the session is. So if your lecture begins at 8:30, please tune in at around 8:20. Make sure that you're connected to the internet and ready to start the session before the scheduled time. What do you do if you face connectivity issues? If you face connectivity issues and you just cannot join, or you're very late, please try to inform your teacher about it. Ensure that if you miss an online class because of connectivity problems or any other issue, that you catch up with lost work by accessing materials, that is videos, audio, written materials which the teacher may have shared with you. And also check with your classmates and students and make up for it. Be ready for the next session. Read up, complete your work, try to do a bit of self-study, and you can always reach out to your teachers for any doubts and anything which you are unable to understand. So kindly follow these things regarding timely and timely attendance and timely submission of all the work that is due from you. Attend the session for the entire duration, whatever is your lecture hour. If it is 1 hour, or if it is 45 minutes, 50 minutes, whatever applies in your case, please attend for the entire duration. Now, your one faculty which is a lot of stress is put on when we are attending online session are our eyes. So we recommend that you use a device where the screen is big and you can see. So ideally it could be a desktop or a laptop or a tablet. But if you don't have these devices, then yes, of course, we do not expect you to spend on buying something which is beyond a budget or something like that. Then of course you can use your phone. It is just recommended so that it is easy for you to view and you don't strain and you are able to really learn. Otherwise half the time goes in figuring out what is there on the screen. So therefore we just recommend, this is a recommendation. I think the process for online learning as a student becomes an enjoyable one, a truly meaningful one for you when you pay attention to tiny details which many a time we think that there's no need for us to think about these things. So a few guidelines for that is where you should sit. Definitely not lying in your bed and with a cup of tea or something like that, that is not a recommended place to sit and study. Even something like, you may, if you want, sit down if it is comfortable for you or something like that, but ideally please choose a desk to sit, because you should have a book, a pen with you. It's not that when you sit to attend an online class that you don't need a book or a pen in your hand. You should have it with you. You should have place to keep some book for reference or any reference material which you are using. So recommended that you sit at a desk or a study table while you're working. But if there is a space constraint at home and you do not have it, then it is fine. You can choose accordingly. These are recommendations for your better learning, and so that you don't feel tired very soon. Your posture, it's important that you sit up straight. This is very important, because when you slouch and things like that, you tend to get more tired, and you're not able to really focus. The moment you sit up straight, your attention is also automatically better. You're more focused. Ensure that you sit in a well lit spot. Do not please sit in the dark, because obviously, if whenever you need to use your camera, or your when you need to be on camera, if people cannot see you, there is no point in that. So you wouldn't like it if a teacher is sitting in a dark spot and you cannot see the teacher, you cannot make out what is happening. So please ensure that, and this will also be good for your eyes, that you're sitting in a well lit spot. It will help you to read and write better. And even though you are attending classes from home, please make sure that you are dressed up decently. Your appearance is neat. Do not think that, okay, I don't need to step out of the house, so I don't need to really dress up. So your clothing and appearance should be decent, and you have to pay attention to these little things. Recommend that you sit at a desk and study at home, but what sort of a desk space? So even if you don't have a study table, you could clear up your dining table and use it if you have one, and make sure that it is clutter free, that you don't have like many things there. You should be able to move your hands freely. You should be able to write with ease, and all of that. And you may during a session drink some water or a cup of tea or something like that, but please avoid eating and drinking during the session, because that is not recommended. That will just take away your focus. So please eat either before or after your session. Ideally eat before, so that you are better able to concentrate on what is being taught. So your space should be clutter free. Okay, a big part of online learning is focus. You need to focus and concentrate. Now for that, please ensure that no noise or distractions occur in the background. Inform your family members that during this time you should not be disturbed while you are studying. Don't take phone calls, especially personal calls during the session. Follow the instruction of your teachers at all times. Focus on what is being taught. Do not use multiple devices. So if you're attending your lecture on a desktop or a tab, you don't be on your phone at the same time. So keep your phone away in another room if you are not attending your lecture on your phone. It will just help you to focus better. Don't open other tabs and do something else during the session. That temptation is there. All of us have this problem of attention because of the amount of technology that we use. We are always trying to open other tabs and multitask, so please don't do that. And do not spend time on social media, or don't check your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all this during the session. Please do not do this, because it will just impede your concentration or focus. You will not be able to concentrate. Many students are unaware of this fact that cyberbullying is a punishable offense under the Information Technology Act 2000. So please do not indulge in any sort of cyberbullying of any student, any other student, or of teachers, because this will attract some serious action. You're liable for action. You may be reported to higher authorities, not just in college, to the every city has a cybercrime cell, so you may be reported to this. So if you indulge in cyberbullying, so please do not indulge in cyberbullying. Use of your camera or microphone during the session may be subject to guidelines or instructions given by the teacher. So you are required to follow those instructions carefully. I've already mentioned that teachers have the authority to record a session, and so your conduct must be in accordance with the decency any public platform demands. So how do you speak during a session? You should not use any slang, slur, or abusive language when you speak. Always be respectful. Practice mindfulness in speech. Think of the other person. Be considerate. Don't think that okay, you are tired, or it is very strenuous on you. Please understand that whatever work a teacher puts out for you during online session or even during offline sessions actually is just a tip of the iceberg. The amount of the amount of preparation that goes into making a session, or preparing and coming to class and delivering a lecture, that you don't see. You only see the tip of the iceberg. That is what is being spoken. There's a lot of work which goes behind that. So please be considerate about these things and speak respectfully at all times. An important aspect of the interaction between a student teacher, or with your peers, also with other students, is the use of the chat box. Please make sure that you use a chat box only for discussion or clearing doubts, answering questions or asking questions and putting forth queries. Do not use the chat box for informal chats with other students, sharing any memes, jokes, or videos, and do not use any abusive language, because that the session could be recorded and that will be used as evidence against you. It can be used as evidence against you for misbehavior or indiscipline during the session. Please remember one thing, that while teachers have the right to record a session, students do not have a right to record a session, because the teacher is the creator of that presentation, or is the person who is steering that session. Whatever is presented by the teacher during that session is his or her proprietary material. They have a right to record and distribute it. So you do not do it for the purpose of anything, with the excuse that you need to make notes or you need to write something. You do not do that. You do not have the right to do it, because you are not the creator of that presentation or bit of information which is being shared with you. So please be aware of this. Do not record it and try to make any memes and jokes about it and share on social media, because that is also then something which is not within your rights. Now, when you are attending online teaching sessions, please remember that I've already mentioned that you should not be just listening. Well, of course, when you say listening, you have to be an active listener, you have to focus, but you also have to do the job of making notes for yourself, reading and writing. So these things are your responsibility. Note making is your responsibility during the session. If the teacher gives you something to read before the session or during the session, then coming prepared by reading that either before the session or doing the task assigned to you during the session is your responsibility. Writing down things which you are being asked to write down or note down, or important points which are being mentioned by the teacher, that is your responsibility, because this will help you in better retention of the material that the teacher is sharing with you during the presentation. Now, last few pointers before I wind up the session, some instructions rather. Do not delete any files if they are shared by the teacher. If you do so by mistake, please inform the teacher. Also note that such actions will be tracked by the system, and we will be able to identify who exactly is doing indulging in such things of deleting a shared file and materials belonging to the teacher. Also remember that the college or the institution you attend reserves the right to take action against any student for any sort of misbehavior during online teaching sessions or cyberbullying by the student during the session. The same will be reported to parents or guardians of the offending student and to appropriate authorities. Once again, please remember that by attending online classes being conducted by the college or the institution, that you agree to be bound by the guidelines they set out for online teaching sessions. So you're bound by the rules of the college with regard to discipline even when you attend online. I have mentioned this before, but I am just mentioning it once again as reinforcement. Thank you for listening and wish you all the best in your online learning journey. I hope it is a fruitful and meaningful experience for you. Thank you.